What's happening, LightSaber Radio family? Welcome to the most outrageous show on the web. And today we got one hell of a show for you because we're gonna try to fan cast. Oh shit! Hold up, y'all.
What's up?
Hold up. Mute, motherfucking. How do you mute this shit?
Mute what?
No, because I'm hearing so it's playing on Instagram now. So for it to play on Instagram, you have to have Instagram going, but it's not muting. I'm trying to figure out how to mute this shit. It's not muting.
I don't hear anything.
I do though.
Oh, okay. I get what you're talking about. It says it's going on Instagram right now, but
Yeah, it is. I'm watching it on Instagram because you have to have it open on another screen. Or you
that
have
makes
to
no
have it open.
sense.
Yeah. That's the only way it works on Instagram. But I can't mute the shit.
Well, we're on Instagram now. That's an announcement.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, it wasn't going on Instagram. I hadn't hit go live yet, but it's still not letting me mute the shit.
Maybe once you hit go live, it'll automatically mute.
No, I can still hear it. I can still hear this shit. Okay, I muted it. Okay, there we go. Oh, that shit was weird because I could hear everything I was saying in my ears at the same time.
I was like echoing back to you.
Yeah, it was confusing the shit out of me. I was like, wait a minute, what am I even talking about? So today we're going to be talking about the Bad Batch.
Yes.
If we were to fan cast the Bad Batch, like what actors would we give as our ideal actors? Now, I also searched the web. Now, I didn't, I tried not to let it influence me, but some of them were just obvious. But I tried to find out what most fans thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked on Reddit, looked on social media, found the topic everywhere I could find it out and see what other fans were saying. And they had some really good choices. I think they're fans, real fans, because some fans just said stupid shit. Like get Sylvester Stallone to play Hunter. Sylvester Stallone is 900 years old.
I know. Like, if this was an honest Dreamcast, we would DH Sylvester Stallone because that's literally who Hunter is.
Basically, right. Rambo was Hunter. That's Hunter. But you know what I'm saying? Like he's 900 years old. And so, you know what I'm saying? Oh, just real quick, for everybody that's on Instagram, and if you're watching through Instagram, because Instagram got live now, or got live where we can stream to Instagram now. If you want to comment in the comments, because there's no comment section in Instagram that we can see over here, like on Twitch and some of the other places that we cast to. You got to come over here. You can't do it on Instagram; it won't let you.
You can't.
No, Twitter you can do it on. You can do it on Twitch. You can do it on Facebook.
And
but you can't do it on Instagram. It won't show up. It won't show up in the thing. They just haven't got to it. This is like their first week at this shit. So, maybe they'll fix it. But so anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Fan casting, the Bad Batch in live action. So before we can get to that, we got to drop that intro video.
Is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Last we will reveal ourselves.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now in LightSaber Radio. If you only knew the power of gods.
Here it comes. Let's go.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
So what's going on, everybody?
We're back.
We're back.
I feel like it's been a long time, but it's only been a week. I don't know what the deal is.
That's because this week was long, man. There was so much stuff going on this week. I finally watched Oppenheimer.
What did you think about Oppenheimer? All right, I feel like this is debated.
It was a good movie, but it was
really
slow as shit. It took them forever to blow up anything, to blow up some shit. Like
you're watching the whole movie, you're like, I'm waiting for something to blow up, but nothing's blown up yet.
Like the dialogue, everything, like They should have just released it as a documentary and just fucking had great actors in the documentary. Because that's what it felt like. I was watching a long-ass documentary about the making of the bomb. But it was good. I liked it. My wife didn't like it. She was like, screw this shit. She went and washed dishes and shit. She was like, this is the most boringest movie ever. I was like, it's good, but I'm into shit like that. I like hearing about shit blowing up. And
I really liked it. Yeah, I thought it was a great movie. But I'm a big history fan too, so it's like I understand how it's slow for some people, but I don't know. I feel like Bodie hated it. That's the movie that Bodie fucking hates.
But I don't know. I'm into that. I watch the History Channel all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? I love watching like World War II and World War I documentaries. And like I've been on this apocalypse shit on the History Channel. I've been watching all their apocalypse, like things that could happen, like alien invaders. You know, how we think on the movies, if aliens came, we would have any fucking content. We get our ass whooped instantly. They just kill us all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing shit. They can fly clear across the universe.
Yeah, if you always have the technology to get here,
we're dying. Fine. Or you got to think about it. In history, you take a civilized, somebody that, whoever has the technology, the best technology, go somewhere else in history, and they just conquer wherever it's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Romans had catapults. Didn't nobody else have catapults and shit. They was whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just using that as a reference. I don't know if that's true. But you know what I'm saying? Certain shit, whoever came up with the bow and arrow
we had
first,
fucking muskets and germs.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever came up with the bow and arrow first, whooped their ass. Whoever came up with the first gun, whooped their ass. We see what happened to the Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Whoever has the best technology just gets their, you know what I'm saying, they win. So you imagine if aliens came here, we're all dead, you know, or slaves, one of the two.
We're all dead or slaves.
You know, it's just the way that it is. Whoever has the best technology wins the battle, and they have the best technology because they flew all the way across the universe. You know what I'm saying, to get to us. So we're dead. I don't know, but I've been watching the gang of that shit lately. I don't know, it's just interesting to me.
He's all like, paranoid.
No, I ain't paranoid. Like, what happens? Like, dude, what happens if like the fall happens? Like, or the super
the
volcano.
sky is falling. That's Chicken Little, dude.
No, I'm not talking about the sky. I'm talking about what happens if, you know what I'm saying, like a super volcano goes off and just blackens the earth.
Oh, like half the world is dead. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like Yellowstone.
And any of these things.
You watch that Yellowstone documentary?
I still think the things that intrigue me, because any of these things is possible. Meteor hitting the planet, you know what I'm saying, at the size of United States slams into the ocean.
No, but then we just have Armageddon. We just have Armageddon.
Yeah, it's like Armageddon shit. I don't know.
We fly up there and blow up the meteor before it gets here.
Anyway, okay, let's get back to we're talking about Star Wars right now. We're not talking about the History Channel. Okay, so today we're going to be checking out the Bad Batch. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be looking at each character, and we only selected like the main characters. We didn't go all off into secondary characters and characters you only seen one time in one episode of the whole show. You know, we're not talking about them people. And we're not talking about anybody that's already fan casted, because, like, you know, we already got people that's like Caleb. We already know he grows up. He turns into Kanan. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We know he already has an actor. Well, technically, he never played in a show, but, you know, Freddie Prinze Jr. would be the perfect person.
We all want Freddie Prinze Jr., yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or what's her name? Sig. However you say her name. Like, get the chick from that voices her and just put her in the damn suit, or CGI it and let her do the fucking voiceover. Ain't no point. We're talking about people that you actually see in human form or whatever. That's what we're talking about. And we're going to go through our list, and we're going to give our things. Definitely put in the chat who you guys think would be the best. And I know, looking over the things, everybody said Sylvester Stallone in Rambo. No. That is Hunter. Everybody said that. But we got to think about it. They'd have to de-age him, because like Sylvester Stallone is like $1 billion now. You know, that dude's so, I think he's the oldest actor in Hollywood right now. And it's crazy though. He could probably still do it because he's still ripped. Sylvester Stallone is still buff as shit. Like, dude, it's crazy how ripped he is. But they would definitely have to put on a lot of makeup to make him look like he's not 700, because he still looks it in his face. So But before we get to all that, we have a tradition here on LightSaber Radio. Something to get our outrageous juices flowing. We call it the Housebreaker, pun to icebreaker, because that's what it is. And we're going to do that. Garrison's going to ask us a quick question, and we're going to come up with our most outrageous responses. So go ahead, drop that out, or whatever the fucking video is called, the segue video.
Okay, this one's not super outrageous, but it's straightforward. Okay, since we're doing a casting of cartoon characters, Disney has already casted some actual cartoon characters into live action, right? Like in the Ahsoka series, stuff like that. Which one of these do you think was the best actual casting that best reflected the cartoon?
The best reflected the cartoon.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Ezra. I thought the live action Ezra did a flippin' amazing job. I wasn't the biggest fan of Ahsoka, but damn, that Ezra was great.
Yeah, and I didn't think he was going to do good. I was like, man, why the hell y'all casting Aladdin to be fucking Ezra? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why are you doing
I was
that?
worried.
Yeah, it was definitely... I don't know. I kind of like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. I think she played Ahsoka good. Star Wars team leader said Zeb. Zeb doesn't count. We don't even know who played that. I mean, I guess we could look it up to see which actor was in the suit. But
I was a big fan of
Thrawn was good.
Thrawn was pretty good.
Thrawn was good. He looked like
Thrawn was really good. Thrawn did a great job.
I think they did a good job with everybody except Sabine. I don't like old girl as Sabine. She just kind of, I don't know.
I wasn't a big fan of Ahsoka, but
I don't know. Rosario Dawson kind of grew on me by the end.
She looked so much like her. I just feel like she didn't, like, her acting just wasn't great. But I don't know if that was the direction. Like, it just felt very dry. Like, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, but I think that's the way that Dave wrote it. So I think Dave did that intentionally.
Thrawn or Ezra? I think the reason I say Ezra is because I was blown away. Like, I did not expect anything.
Yeah,
I did not expect Ezra to be good.
I agree with you on that.
And he was spot on.
I don't think that, and I think it surprised everybody because everybody was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why would you put Aladdin as Thrawn?
What's Aladdin doing?
That's terrible."
Here? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Aladdin is Ezra. The dude that played Aladdin was like, it didn't fit to me, but he did a good job. Even though he had a very small part within in the series, the parts that he did play was pretty good. But I don't know. I kind of like Rosario Dawson as thing. So I think I don't know.
Yeah,
she just fit the character well. She played the character well, and I'm pretty sure that's the way Dave wrote it because you got to go back. Fair. If you go back and watch Rebels, that's kind of how she was in Rebels. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Very standoffish, very direct, straight to the point. Not very. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do this. You know, this is how things are gonna be. Very Jedi, like Jedi knightly. You know what I'm saying? Very to the cold type person, and then you go into Air before she becomes.
But she was still like engaging.
Yeah, but she still was kind of very standoffish. She wasn't very.
She was standoffish, but she wasn't dry. Yeah. And I think that's what kind of made it interesting for me. But yeah, I think you could be right. It could be 100% just the writing.
I think. I think Ezra got to be the best one though.
Thrawn was really good, but I think Ezra was just
because I think it shocked the shit out of us that, you know what I'm saying, that this was what was happening. You know, I think it was very shocking to see who was the, you know, how well he played. I mean, he just played Ezra very, very, very well. And, you know, there is a big gap in there between the time that he jumps off with him and Thrawn because that was some of the things that I was like, that kind of bothered me in looking at some of the reviews was like, Thrawn is old. Dude, he aged some, and he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, dude, he's kind of old.
They didn't kind of tell you how long it's been since Rebels, you know what I'm saying? It's been some time happened since Rebels. You know, they done went through, Luke done grew up.
Plus, like, I imagine that's got to, like,
You know,
You just got zapped
or-
to a whole other like universe.
yeah, so it's
Everything
kind
you
of
knew is gone. Like that's got to be kind of stressful. It's got to age you a bit, man.
so you know what I'm saying. And Ezra's not a teenage boy no more. He's a grown man now. You know what I'm saying?
true.
There's been some time period between there. You know,
Which
that's
was
like
weird. It was seeing Ezra kind of as like, fuck, he's a man.
yeah, it's like he's not a kid no more. He's a man. He got some fur on his face, and you know, and Thrawn's a little bit
Fur on
older
his
too. You know,
face.
and we don't know how old Thrawn was because Thrawn then went through a whole bunch of stuff coming from his other planet. He was already like a general or whatever or I can't remember exactly what he was. You know, in his old life before he even came to the to our galaxy. So. You know what I'm saying? He's not supposed to be 15. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dude, what are y'all talking about? But anyway, yeah. But I think Ezra was probably the best. They did a good job in casting Ezra. Okay, so let's go ahead on and jump into our picks for the thing. So first, I'm just gonna run off the people that I selected. Now, like I said before, I picked people that was in more than one episode, that was human, that is not CGI or any of that stuff, that's an actual person can play, that we would see as that person on live screen. And then I have like a bonus question after when we get done, because I want everybody else's opinion on this. I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't know, it's been kind of bothering me, so I've been thinking about it.
Good.
So,
All right.
but here goes, I have Emperor Palpatine, Fennec Shand, Saw Gerrera, Tarkin, all the clones, any one of the clones, Vice Admiral Rampart, Fee, Crosshair, Echo, Tech, Wrecker, Omega, and Hunter. So that's
All
the
right.
people that I put on the list. And now I don't know who Garrison put on the list. If he put something different, or if I have something different than his list, then we will try to come up with a person in that. And then definitely put y'all stuff in the chat, because we definitely want to know your guys' opinion. Like I said, I looked through a lot of stuff online, and there was a lot of good choices. It was really hard to come up with my own choices, because a lot of the choices was like, oh man, that's a good pick, man. That dude would be perfect, or that female would be perfect. So anyway, real quick, let me say what's up to Star Wars team leaders in the chat. J-Dog's in the chat. Chris is in the chat. So thank you guys for tuning in, saying what's up. We got people over in the live video on that are watching in the live rear. We got Maurice, I don't know how to, Q66, then Durkin Nekabala, I can't even say it. Star Wars Now This is in the thing.
Where? I don't see any of this.
Yeah, you can't see it. I can see it because I have it open on my other screen.
Oh, on Instagram.
On Instagram, so I'm just giving a shout. Lord Amira 0701, Fernando is in the Instagram over there. So what's up to you guys? G Dog 52 is in.
That's me, bro.
Oh, that is you. Like, wait a minute. But it's
because I didn't switch accounts
yet.
yet.
Instagram watching in the Instagram. I want to say what's up to all of them. Okay, so we're gonna let's just start off with Emperor Palpatine, and everybody should know who we picked for Emperor Palpatine. Iron McDurban, or however you say his name. Because I mean, he's fucking Palpatine, and like, you don't even have to de-age him. Palpatine looks like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's supposed to look like shit.
He's supposed to look like crap. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
He
one's
can
kind of
look
a
old.
no-brainer.
He
Like,
can
if
look
we're talking
old.
about, like, if we're going like young Palpatine, like a Palpatine origin story, then we could talk about a different casting. But like,
But as long as he's still alive, I don't see no point in recasting him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
exactly.
big Palpatine. There's like, now if he had passed away, I would say, you know what I'm saying, somebody else. But he's still alive, and he's been Palpatine for fucking 100 years. So let
for
him
a long
keep being
time.
Palpatine.
100 years.
Well, for 46 years, he's been Palpatine, so let him be Palpatine. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think he played Palpatine. Did he play Palpatine in the originals? Did he voice Palpatine in the originals? Did he play Palpatine in the originals? I can't remember. Yeah, he did. Yeah, so yeah, just let him keep playing Palpatine.
He didn't play Palpatine in the originals, did he?
I'm pretty sure he did. Look it up right quick.
No. Like the originals?
Yeah, the originals. He played Palpatine in Return of the Jedi.
I thought they went back and changed it.
No, and because he
No,
was
like the
live
original,
action.
the first Palpatine.
The just the screen, just like the head. It was just
Yeah,
done.
that
I
was
think
not
he voiced
him.
him though. I think he voiced him. I think that was just computer generated,
It was not.
and they changed it.
It
Like
was
look
not
it
voiced
up,
by
look
him.
it
It
up,
was a
look it up.
totally
Quit
different
arguing with me.
guy.
Just look
It
the
was
shit up.
fucking weird looking.
Yeah, it was. Who played Palpatine? Okay.
Yeah, he played Palpatine in Return of the Jedi. I'm talking about like the original when we first see Palpatine. Like, is it episode 5 when like Vader's kneeling?
Yeah, but that was just computer generated, and no, it even says it on here. He plays Palpatine in all of them. He voices Palpatine in the Clone Wars. So he voiced Palpatine when Palpatine was all messed up looking in Empire Strikes Back. The first time you see Palpatine.
Really?
Yeah, he voiced him. I know I was right.
No shit. Really?
Yeah. In 1977, Star Wars decided to debut the Emperor in Empire Strikes Back. The script called for shaky hologram of a character audience a taste of Palpatine without fully revealing the trilogy's true villain. Blah,
No,
blah,
it
blah,
was
blah.
Clive Revel in the original. It says Clive Revel.
Ian McDermott. Yeah, but he was the original one.
And then
The
they
original
went back
Emperor
and changed
Palpatine,
it.
and was a Sith Lord and in
No,
the
look
final
up,
installment.
look
Okay,
up
okay.
Clive
I'm
Revel.
looking at it. It's telling me right here. Okay, but it doesn't matter. He just voiced him. The actual live action person has been Ian the whole time. He was in Return of the Jedi.
We're not looking at the same picture right here, bro.
So he played. Just let him keep playing it. My next one was Fennec Shan. Ming Na Wei. Come on, she's hot.
Yeah, we already got her too.
Yeah, she's hot. We already got her in live action.
She's hot.
And she's, for being like 58 years old, she's super hot.
She is all right. She's all right.
Chris said, for the Bad Batch, we could just copy paste the cast of the Expendables. LOL. We probably
Fair.
Saul Guerrero. Now this one was kind of tough because what's his face is still alive, but he could, I don't think he could play him now. Even if you de-aged him, I mean, come on, he's too old. You know what I'm saying? He's too old. He's like his body. He's out of shape. He can't see out of one eye. One eye is almost completely closed now. So I decided to recast him, and I said Winston Duke. Winston Duke he looks kind of like him, and if you shaved his hair, shaved off all of his facial hair, you could definitely see the resemblance. You want me to put up a picture of him?
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, I think that's a good cast. He's probably better than the one I had, to be honest.
Who did you have?
Because I had Denzel Whitaker.
His son?
Is that his son? Yeah, I guess it's his son.
Forrest Winter's son. He does look a lot like him, but I just don't think he has the experience in acting enough. Winston Duke's been in a lot of TV stuff, so I think
I agree. Actually, Winston Duke gives more of a Saw Gerrera like presence to me because Denzel Whitaker's kind of smaller. Winston Duke looks like a big dude. He looks like he could command the similar respect that Saw kind of like. You know what I mean? Imposing dude.
And
so
he's been in several movies. He usually plays
Black
background
Panther,
stuff in movies, but he's been in a lot of TV stuff, especially over in Europe. And just watching his YouTube and stuff, I'm like, dude, I could see it. I watch.
Yeah, I agree. I actually like that better. I like that better.
Yeah. So I went with Winston Duke for Saw Gerrera. Actually, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me present. Share screen.
Or are you going to show pictures?
Yeah, I'm going to show pictures of them. I'm going to pop pictures up. Why ain't it letting me do it?
I don't know.
I don't want to do that. I want to do a Chrome tab. Why ain't they letting me do it? That way everybody can see who we're saying. Like some people, if you don't know who Ming-Na Wen is, you know, you probably got an issue.
Well, it's a person who's already playing
Yeah.
Fennec Shand, you know?
So, all right, here we go. So, let me get a better picture of him. That's not even him. Why is it going to all these other? There ain't nothing. What the hell is going on? Stop. Exit off of that shit. Okay, so that's Winston Duke right there. Like I said, he's been in some stuff, played in a lot of TV stuff. He's been in a few
I can't
movies.
see it. Well, it's covered by your face.
It's covered by my face. What? It didn't switch
Yeah,
over?
you got to do... No.
Why does it do that now? It used to not do that. It used to... Oh, I don't want to...
It used to like automatically take care of it for us. Now it's like...
Yeah, now it's like doing some weird shit. Now you got to like manually transfer the stuff over. Now we're covered up. That's stupid.
I don't think there is a way to not have us covered. Hold on.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb the way that
very
they
dumb.
do this stuff now. So anyway, that's the person.
Sorry. I'll stop messing with it.
I don't think we can do it without
It's dumb.
it's just hold up. Let me change to the other banner. See if the other banner will work better. Because then at least it puts us on the other side.
There you go. There you go.
That's better. I'm gonna have to go in there because now you have to go in and preset everything. Like you used to just be able to just set it up and it would just fit. Everything would fit in the dang screen. Now you got to like manually do it. So anyway, that's who he is.
Yeah, I like him.
I think he would play. He's like I said, he's been in quite a few different TV shows. He's been in some movies. He's a pretty good actor, and I think he has the look for it. You shave his head, shave his face. You know
Yeah, he's got like that kind of imposing. He's big. He's like kind of scary. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's who I would have picked for. That's my pick for Saul. Who'd you pick?
Well, like I said, I picked
Oh yeah, his
son, but like I think this is actually a better call.
So here, let's just do that right quick. Let's just show a picture of him, and then
Yeah, Denzel Whitaker.
oh, it's WH.
Which like I thought he looked like it, but he doesn't have the same kind of like.
I mean, he looks like, but like I don't know. I think he still might be too young. Cause I thought about him too, but I think he's still too young. Cause I think he's what 16 now, 17 now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he's that old.
He's like 30, I thought.
Oh man, that dude can't be 30. Look at him.
Denzel Whitaker. Yeah, bro. All these actors are way younger. Yeah, he's 33.
Holy shit. That dude does not look like he's 33 years old. Like, at least all these pictures look like he's a teenager.
That's actors, bro.
Like, dude, you get good. I mean, he kind of looks like, but I don't know. He kind of, I think he looks more like his mom. I don't know who his mom is. I mean, you can see the Forrest Whitaker resemblance, but I don't see him as being Saul Guerrero. Like, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
dude, a lot of these pictures are like him really young.
I like.
You got to find a picture when he like looks older because these are like young pictures, bro.
Yeah, like why does he look so young?
That's wild. Oh, that one's a little bit better.
I don't know. He don't look like.
But I agree. I think you had a better. Your cast was better. I agree.
Okay, so the next one for Tarkin, who'd you pick for Tarkin?
Benedict Cumberbatch would be good. I didn't do Tarkin because I didn't know we were doing Tarkin.
Oh, okay.
But hold on, let me look. I know I've casted him before for other things. Who did you have?
I had Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig?
Yep, I think Daniel Craig would play a good Tarkin. Gotta understand Tarkin's in the like late 40s by this point. At least his late 40s because he's already freaking what is he, an admiral now? I don't think he's a Moff yet, but I think by this point he's an admiral. So he, you know,
No, he's not a.
for,
He's a. I don't think he's an admiral yet. I think he's because he was like Commander Tarkin or something. No, you're right. He's admiral. I think you're right.
I think he's Admiral Tarkin, by. So that means he's been there for a while. So you got to put him mid-40s, mid-50s. I think Daniel Craig could play him. I think Daniel Craig would be a good. And
I can
for
see
anybody
that.
for anybody that don't know who Daniel Craig is, I hope you all know who Daniel Craig is. We'll just throw up a picture right quick.
I can see that.
I don't know. I just think Daniel Craig, you know, he just looks kind of like who Tarkin would be. You know what I'm saying? Just think about Tarkin. That he just looks like Tarkin. You know, he looks like a Tarkin type person. I think he could do a good job at that.
Maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I like Daniel Craig. That's a solid pick.
Yeah, and he's a good.
I love Daniel Craig.
Yeah, he's a
I
great
do love
actor. I
Daniel
think he
Craig.
can play anything. So, I think that was my choice. Let's see.
I mean, I would go Charles Dance, but I think he's too old.
You know, Daniel Craig. You know, shit. He was. You know.
Well, Daniel Craig is like 60, isn't he?
Yeah, but and you gotta think about it. You know, you'd have to cast somebody between it like 45 and 60. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's an admiral by now, you know he don't put in some work. Yeah, you got to go through the thing to get the admiral. You know, unless you're just really conniving, or, you know, and Palpatine likes your ass. Like, come here.
I would say Charles Dance, but I feel like he might be more on the Charles Dance, Chris. Tywin. So me and Chris both think Charles Dance would be a good. I just think he might be little on the old.
Let me look. Charles Dance.
Yeah. The guy who plays the Lannister in Game of Thrones.
Oh. I don't know. He might be too old.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm a little bit worried he might just be a tad old because this is like 10. No, this is like almost 20 years, right? Before, Empire or before A New Hope, right?
Yeah, it's exactly 20 years because it's right after the.
Yeah, so I feel like that's. Yeah, he might be too old. Because I don't see a 20-year difference between him and the original actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Still a good pick. I think he could do it. And he got that nose. That's that long, pointy nose like Tarkin.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch might be a good pick.
Yeah.
I could see Benedict Cumberbatch. But Benedict Cumberbatch, honestly, he could probably kill any role you give him. He's a ridiculous actor.
And then the next one we have all the clones. Just let Tamora Morrison play all the clones.
Bro, that's dumb.
Just let him play all of them. Just do screen fucking enhances and just put him in everything. Just let him act out every part and just let him play it. I mean, it'll be perfect.
Right. I agree.
Vice Admiral Rampart. That's that annoying dude in the first series, in the first season.
Let me look. Hold on. Vice. I didn't cast him, so.
Yeah, Admiral Rampart was the one in the first season. It was in like a gang of the episodes. He was like,
yeah. Let me see.
I picked Dan Stevens. I thought Dan Stevens would play him pretty good. And honestly, I couldn't figure out who I thought it was, and that's what a lot of other fans said, that Dan Stevens. So let me pop him up right quick.
John Hamm. Oh, dude, Dan Stevens is a solid cast, actually. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's like everybody said that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I looked him up. I might have to agree with you. That's pretty good.
Everybody said that. I couldn't figure out who it was. I went through a bunch of different actors. I was like, nah, they don't have. Like, that dude is just annoying, and this dude right here can play an annoying character he has, and he's good at it. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, this would be a good casting for him. So I had to agree with everybody else. I couldn't really think of anybody else. What's going on, Dr. Maz, Dr. Maz Studio?
From Britain.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a better. I think he would be a great casting for everybody. And you got to realize he'd only be in the first. Like if they was to redo the Bad Batch, because I mean he pretty much gets took out in the end of the first season, because he just annoying, and they end up blaming everything on him. So, you know what I'm saying? We'd only see him for, but if they redid the actual Bad Batch in live action, that's the only time we would see him. But I figured that he was a pretty big character within the first season, so you'd have to add him in there. Next, Fee. And I just put Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes is skinny, you know what I'm saying? She looks like that type of character. Her voice fits the character. I think she could definitely play that character, and we don't know how old she is in here. You know what I'm saying? We're going off a cartoon fucking look, so you know what I'm saying? Wanda Sykes definitely, just keep her as Fee. She's the perfect character for that.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get into more of the actual Bad Batch themselves, because that's the only people that I picked outside the Bad Batch, because they were just in multiple episodes. Crosshair. We'll start off with Crosshair. Who'd you pick for Crosshair?
Crosshair. Bro, I like Crosshair. He's probably my favorite character in the Bad Batch, right? So for me, it had to be it had to look like him, one, and it had to give a similar demeanor. So I had two that I think could do that. Jason Statham is one, just because we've seen Jason Statham, he's badass enough. I feel like it might be a little bit too, I don't know what the word is, on the nose, but I like Jason Statham. He might be good. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't see Jason Statham. I have two for Crosshair because I couldn't figure out which one. I went with Wentworth Miller.
I had him as my second one.
Because he looks, his eyes, the way his eyes is, he looks like you shave his head, the way his eyes look, you could put that tattoo over his eye. He just looks like he could play Crosshair. And then my second one was Rupert Fiend. That's the dude that played Agent 47. Hitman, Agent 47. That dude.
Bro, he looks, and not Jason Statham? Are you crazy? You got to show these guys up there.
All right. Let me pull up Wentworth Miller, and then you guys can see what I'm saying, and then we'll pull up Rupert Fiend. So, he looks like him. Like, even with his head shave, he looks like him. And he has the eyes. He got them, low demeanor, I'm just a crooked guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm the kind of guy that will stab you in the back. Most of us would know him from, he played in the Flash TV series as Mr. Snow or whatever his name was. He just looks like him. He just looks like he could play him. He has the eyes. That's the thing, you think about, some of the looks that Crosshair gives in a cartoon, it's just, he looks like that. And then Rupert Fiend from Agent 47. Or Hitman Agent 47. When he had his head shaved and he played Agent 47, let me see if I can find a picture of it. Let me just put it in there.
What about...
look at him right there. Dude, that's Crosshair. That is Crosshair. And he's already played that hitman type sniper dude in something, and he did a great job in that movie. That movie was excellent.
What about look up Travis Fimmel?
Travis Fimmel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis, then Fimmel.
Fimmel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see it a little bit.
I'm a big fan of this actor. In Vikings, bro, he was dope. And all the shows I've seen him in, I've liked him. So I'm like, I could pull him into Star Wars.
I think you just got a man crush on him, you weirdo.
Yeah, you might be right.
You're kind of attractive. You know?
Oh, fuck you, dude. You got a man crush. He's kind of hot, though. Fucking idiot.
Look like if you was gonna be gay, when you want to wake up to that guy right there.
It's those blue eyes, bro. Oh, goddamn. You can't leave me alone right after you say something like that. Oh, but yeah, I think Travis Fimmel would be good.
Okay, I hit the wrong button.
I know. I was gonna say, I was like, bro, you can't leave me alone right after you say something like that.
Hit the wrong button. I'm done. I'm done with LSR. Everybody gonna think we're gay. No, I don't. Yeah, but I can see him doing it. I don't know. I don't think an actor with blue eyes could play Crosshair though. They'd have to put contacts in them and because Crosshair don't have blue eyes in the show.
Yeah, I guess he's got like gray eyes, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh shit, let me put back up this screen. We're not sharing the screen no more because my dumb ass hit the wrong one. So yeah, no, I can see him though. I don't know. I can't see him playing. I think Rupert Friend or Wentworth Miller. Wentworth Miller, he's a good actor. He did really good in The Flash. He has that kind of demeanor. He has that like the way he talks and stuff. At least in The Flash.
I think I'd vote Wentworth Miller.
Yeah, I think that or Rupert Friend. Rupert Friend played a great Agent 47 in The Hitman, and not only that, he already played that type of role. He was a sniper, like assassin dude in there, and he did an excellent job at it. So that was my two picks.
Which
okay,
Anthony,
now this next
if you
one
like,
was
well, Anthony in the chat, he's like, I agree, man. I've got a man crush on him too. And yes, Travis would be a great choice. Yes, bro. If you watch Danger Close, he's in that one. That was a fucking good movie.
Yeah. Now the next one was kind of hard.
Who'd you have next?
Echo.
Echo was kind of hard for me, yeah. Until I found the one name, and then I was like, oh, that's it.
Okay, so who did you pick?
David Dasmalchian.
It has the same person I picked.
Yeah. Well, because I was thinking maybe like Daniel Logan or like Daniel Radcliffe. But once I found David Dasmalchian, I was like, oh, that's it. That's got to be it.
I mean, that's just the character. I mean, he plays the character very, very well. He just looks kind of like him. You know what I'm saying? He just looks like
Echo's kind of creepy, and he looks like he's like really like shell shocked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He seems
you really know he went through some shit.
Yeah, and David Dasmalchian, like every role I've seen him in, he's just like he looks like he's just seen some shit. So I mean, like.
All right, let me pull him up on the screen.
Like I remember him in like the Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy, and he's like a crazy guy or something. He's like a crazy cop, and I was like, God damn! Like just in his eyes, you see like you get freaked out just by looking into his eyes.
Like he just looks like he could play the character. He looks like Echo, like he does. You just imagine bald head. Fucking screwdriver hand, that's him right there.
Yeah, I think he'd be so good.
Yeah, he just looks like him.
So yeah, I was bouncing out a whole bunch of different ideas.
Dude, I couldn't figure it out. It was hard, man, because I was like, dude, who could really play Echo? And I'm like just going through actors. I literally just pulled up male actors. They were just going down like, okay, no. I went through like a gang of people. I was like, hey, he kind of looks like Echo, but no. Yeah, he looks like Echo, like he could play Echo. And then I was like, but he ain't been in shit. And I don't even know who this guy is. I've never seen a movie. Like, he played in a bunch of like Afghan war video movies that I've never seen. And I was going through, and I kept going through all these different characters. And finally I came up on him, and I just looked at his face. I was like, yep, that's Echo. That's Echo right there. Then I went through the movies that he's played in. I was like, yeah, definitely. He could definitely play Echo.
Anthony thinks Travis Fimmel could be a great choice to play any original Star Wars character. He could easily fit in Mandiverse, Cal Kestis, or even Star Wars Outlaws. Bro, I don't know if I'd put him as a Sith or as a good guy. Like, he'd just be great. I love him.
You taking it too far. Talking about you love people.
Yeah. What?
That's stupid. But yeah, no, I thought he could play a good Echo, and that was my pick for her. Who'd you pick for Tech?
For Tech, bro, Tech was hard. I couldn't find anyone for Tech. I was thinking, because Tech is very like full of himself, so I was thinking maybe like Benedict Cumberbatch because he's good at like being all cocky, or even like Taika Waititi.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people said,
really?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy how many people said that that's who they would get to play Tech is Taika. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with y'all, man? Like, just like, I don't know. I guess because his serious and his he tries to be funny, but he's just not good at it. And
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I could like. That's kind of like who
that's
Taika
just like
is.
Taika Waititi.
But I couldn't see Taika being him. Like I just couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? This is who I picked.
Okay, yeah. Benedict. Oh yeah, bro. Heck
I was
yeah.
like, Cillian Murphy, like dude, definitely.
Cillian Murphy's
or
awesome.
Cillian Murphy, however you say his name.
I'd see him in anything. But
like,
if I'm honest, bro, that's a waste of Cillian Murphy's talents.
He could play Tech though, and he got to look. Like
but that's a waste,
Tech.
bro. He needs to be like some like Emperor or Darth, like some fucking Sith, bro. Cillian Murphy's way too good of an actor to play fucking Tech.
But I thought that would be a great casting for Tech, cause like look at this picture right here. Look at this picture. Like look at the side profile. Now imagine him with them goggles on.
I know you're right. I
Tech.
just think he's too good of an actor to just be like, because Tech isn't that like popular and cool of a character.
That's definitely Tech right there.
That's Tech. That's Tech if you want to make a spin-off series on just about Tech.
Okay. Now, Wrecker. Wrecker was kind of hard.
Wrecker was easy, bro.
But when I really thought about it, we already see Wrecker in live action. It's just in a movie, and it's Guardians of the Galaxy. David Bautista.
Yeah, Dave Bautista or The Rock.
That's Wreck. I mean, the way he acts in Guardians of the Galaxy, that's already Wreck. Yeah. That's already Wrecker. That's definitely Wrecker. Like it just change up the words. It's Wrecker. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about anybody else playing him. He's big. He's kind of like doofus. You know what I'm saying? Like says just doofus shit, and it just works. David Bautista is just that's who it is.
Dave Bautista. I could even go The Rock or Jason Momoa.
No, see, at first I thought Jason Momoa, but. Like, Jason Momoa just looks too smart. Even though the way he is, he just looks smart. He looks too smart to be Wrecker.
He looks too smart.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, just look at him. Like, everything about him just says Wrecker.
You're literally saying Dave Bautista looks stupid is what you're saying.
He just looks look at this picture right here.
Look at him. He looks stupid.
Look at this picture. Saying, look at him. That shade the beard off, that's Wrecker. That is completely and utterly Wrecker.
Goddamn.
The look on his face, everything is just Wrecker.
Stupid.
That is Wrecker. Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury could do it. He definitely looks like Wrecker, but he's too fat. He might be the heavyweight champion of the world, but he is fat. Wrecker's not fat. But he does. Tyson Fury definitely looks like Wrecker. That dude is just big and just stupid. Like, here, come punch me in the face. I can take it all day. Knock me out 3 times. I'm going to get back up.
Bro, Anthony has a cool one. I could see a spinoff where it's just Hunter and Omega are the only survivors, and Sylvester Stallone plays Hunter. because it's like years in the future now. He's old. I could do that, bro. That'd be dope. I'd watch that.
I watch
That's
anything
the skeleton
with Sylvester
crew.
Stallone.
That's the skeleton crew. Oh, it's coming. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so I'm guessing you picked David Bautista too, right?
I had Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, or The Rock.
I don't know.
But I think Dave Bautista. I'd rather have Dave Bautista than The Rock.
I mean, he
I'm
just
sick
looks
of seeing
like
The Rock.
Wrecker. I mean, he looks like Wrecker. He looks like Wrecker. And watching him in Guardians of the Galaxy, that's Wrecker. You know what I'm saying? The way he acts, everything. That's how I swear they based Wrecker off of that character in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Dave Bautista did a great job with Drax.
Yeah, that's just, you know what I'm saying? Then I ain't gonna lie, this next one was kind of hard. Omega was kind of hard because she's a clone. They all have similar kind of looks.
Yeah,
when
this
it comes
one was
to
really hard.
the clones, and then she looks totally different. But at the same time, she does kind of look like, you know what I'm saying, in a cartoon form. She got the weird nose shape and just, you know what I'm saying.
Well, it was hard because like I just felt weird Googling like young little girl actresses. Like I felt yucky typing
I
that
did
in.
teenagers because you got to remember in season 2 she was a teenager, so you know
She's
so
like
I did
14 or
teenage
15.
stars. But it is kind of weird to look that shit up because then you feel like
I was like, oh god, I
I'm gonna
feel
show up on the
yucky.
pedophile list or some shit. 'Cause I'm looking up teenage actors.
FBI's watching me now.
But I put I actually had 2 on this one because I couldn't figure out which one that I thought. I got Arena Greenblatt and Tegan Croft.
I don't know any of these.
Um,
You got to show up pictures.
Okay, I'm showing pictures.
1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a tissue.
So dye hair blonde. She kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying? She kind of looks like
I can see it.
Tamora. Just dye her hair
She
blonde,
looks-
stick the thing
yeah.
on her face.
Stick
know,
a thing on her face.
Or put the little thing on her head. I mean, she could play her. Because my thing was that she kind of does look a little bit like, you know what I'm saying?
Like if Tamara
Tamora.
Morrison had a daughter.
Yeah. So I was like, and she's not a bad actress for the little stuff that she's played in her career. And then I picked Tegan Croft. Tegan Croft.
I don't know which one Tegan Croft is either.
Yeah, let me pull her up.
I Googled annoying female actresses. Because goddamn is she annoying. Oh, Tegan Croft will be good. Yeah, that's a
She
solid
got the blonde
one.
hair. She got the like pointier nose. You know what I'm saying? Like on the cartoon, she kind of looks like the character. So I
She
picked
looks
her.
too hot though, if I'm honest with you.
Better stop. I think she's like 12.
Fuck off. She's 19, bro.
Now you're definitely on America's Most Wanted.
She's 19. That's old enough.
But I thought she might play a good Omega. Star Wars lead said Sid Haig would have been good.
Who's that?
We'll look her up in the who did you have?
Oh no, that was for the last one. Okay, so this one was tough, bro. I don't feel confident, but Isla Johnston,
Isla Johnson. How you spell it?
ISLA, and then Johnston.
ISLA.
Johnston.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know. I don't want to be attracted to Omega. Yeah. So I was like, all right, little girl actresses that I can't find like attractive at all. So I was like, let's
I think she was like one of the top picks with the fans too, like on some of the things if I remember correctly.
I mean,
was
that's
up
how
there.
I found her because I was having a hard time figuring out someone. Plus, in Queen's Gambit, she plays like the younger girl in Queen's Gambit. So I was like, oh, she's a good actress. She could pull it off. When she's dressed to look younger. And then Florence Keene could be another one.
Florence Keene.
But she looks really young, so I don't know if that's like too young. Well, those are boots, Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was.
Did you spell it right?
I don't know. Shit. I don't know. I guess you could put her hair up, smack her a couple times.
I mean that one's she's really young. You gotta find like she's grown a little bit, but yeah.
Let me see. I think I spelled it wrong. Yeah, I did. Cause it's. Oh, that's not cool. That's a whole.
That's definitely it.
That's the one.
That's her. I'm just like there's like an older picture of her.
No, I spelled it right.
Whatever. All good. That's her. That's her. You get the idea.
Yeah, but they should have more pictures of her up than that. Oh, shit. Over here. Why is it not pulling?
No, here. Go off. It said including results for. It's like
I can't see.
Forget the search bar. Forget the search bar. Click out of the search bar. Right there. See, including results for Florence King. Just click on that, and that'll take you to her. No, yeah, that one works. That one works.
Okay.
Wow, still not a whole lot of pictures of her, but
Right there.
I don't know. But either way, she could do it. Who's that actress? She could do it.
I don't know.
The chick that played
The Fang King. She kind of looks like an Omega. I don't know. That was kind of hard because I was like, dude, I don't watch a lot of shit.
Daphne Keane is old now.
I don't watch a lot of.
She's 18. Yeah, you could do Daphne Keane.
What the hell has she even played in?
She was in Logan. She was like the girl in Logan.
Oh, the girl in Logan. Yeah, you're right.
If you do Daphne Keane, yeah, I don't know who that is, but
I don't know who none of these people are. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, now
Omega was tough.
Yeah, Omega was tough. I didn't know because I don't know a lot of young actresses. I really don't. I'll be looking like I don't know. I don't look at it.
I feel gross.
Now for Hunter.
Hunter was the one I was excited about. Besides Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, of course, was everybody's first pick. Because that's who Hunter is. It's Rambo. That's who he is. He got the red band, the red scarf on his head. He's Rambo. Damn
he's
it.
Rambo in Star Wars.
He was based off of Rambo. Disney couldn't tell me that he's not based off of Rambo.
He literally is Rambo. He's Disney's Rambo. Like there's no way around it.
You guys, I guarantee when they was writing down now, who is Hunter going to be? Let's make him like Rambo, because that's definitely who he is. But I thought my first pick, because I had to have two, because I couldn't figure out. I went through a lot of different actors I even searched people that look like Sylvester Stallone. I looked that up. Actors who look like Sylvester Stallone, and there isn't many. And I went through a bunch of different stuff to try to figure out who would be a good hunter. And I couldn't come up with anything. But my two people that I did find that I say, yeah, I think that they could do it was Carl Urban. He kind of has the look. So let me show you guys if you guys don't know who he is. So I was like, dude, that's a good pick. I think he could play a hunter. He has the look to play hunter, and he's a decent actor.
Oh, he's actually really good. I liked him in The Boys. Yeah.
he's a great actor, and he has the look. He looks kind of like that. He grows hair out, super long, and what I'm saying, he has that facial structure, the look of what I'm saying, like right there, boom, put a red bandana on him. You know what I'm saying? That's Hunter. You know what I'm saying? But then I started thinking, and I said, what better person to get to play him? And I don't know, I didn't really get into the how old he is now and all that stuff, but Bodie Taylor. Because technically, Bodie Taylor is the original clone. When we seen him in the when they first showed him, I mean,
ooh, yeah.
He was when they showed us the clones in Clone Wars.
He was like the younger one. Yeah.
He was like when they were showing him, and I was like, dude, what? Just get him to do it. He's already been. He's basically Jango Fett's offspring clone.
That's a good idea.
So I was like, just get him to do it, and it'll be perfect. Because like when they first show him, he's the very first clone that we see. When they show us the clones and when they're adults, that's the actor that played them. I said that would be a perfect pick.
I could see that. That's actually a really good pick. I like that. I had Jensen Ackles. I thought he would do good.
Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, dude, because have you seen The Boys?
I seen parts of it.
Yeah, so do Jensen Ackles. Because when he grows his hair out, because he has, in The Boys, he has his hair out a little bit longer, and it actually looks a lot like, wow, they're doing all, old, dude, Jensen Ackles, The Boys. So you can get what I'm looking at. Yeah, see? I feel like that could do it.
I don't know.
Put a headband around that. I feel like it works.
His hair would have to be longer, and then I don't know. He kind of doesn't look like it.
Okay, I get you. I mean, he'd have to shave too, but I like yours. I wasn't even thinking of yours, like the younger Boba, the guy who literally. I think that's a good cast. I didn't even think about him.
And the only reason I thought about it is because I just stumbled upon it. Literally, I stumbled upon it.
That's so wild.
Literally, stumbled upon it. I was just looking through, and I'm like, dude, who the hell do you get to play Hunter that's not Sylvester Stallone? And then I seen Carl Urban, and I was like, dude, he could do it. You grow his hair out, he kind of got the look, that serious look, because Hunter's always serious, because he's always down for the, you know what I'm saying? He's just a prepared type of guy. He always be prepared. We're soldiers, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, he could do it. And then I just stumbled on Bodie Taylor, and I was like, oh my God, why don't we get him? That dude's the perfect, he is Hunter. Dude, basically swell him up a little bit.
Which, side note, I feel like that Carl Urban guy could play Bane too.
Yeah, I think he could play Bane. Yeah, he might be able to play Bane. That would be a good character, good casting for Bane. Yeah. So but that's back to the Bad Batch.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're all right. But that's the only people I could come with, because I don't know. When I think of Hunter, I think of his eyes for some reason. He just has them. He has them eyes. It's just and some of the looks that they give him in a cartoon, it's crazy what they can do with animation, because some of the looks he gives, it's just him and Crosshair are the same. A lot of their character is the way that they look. You know what I'm saying? Their facial expressions within the animation. That's what really changes. You'd have to be a person to have those type of eyes to make me believe that you was that character. Wrecker, not so much. Echo, Tech, not so much. But Crosshair and Hunter, definitely have to have the eyes to pull off that character for me. And I think but then Bodie Taylor, he don't necessarily have the eyes. He just looks. I mean, shit, he is Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he doesn't look directly like Tamara Morrison, but he's close enough that he could because they look different than Tamara. The clones, Hunter, they all of them look different. They have different characteristics. They don't look like it, but they still have certain things that you know that they're a clone. And like, that dude Bodie Taylor is just like perfect. He just, I don't know. He just.
What about Frank Grillo?
Frank Grillo.
Or Grillo? Frank Grillo?
How you spell it?
Frank and then
Frank. I know how to spell
Grillo.
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 Right here. Yeah, he can play Hunter.
I can maybe
see him as Hunter. Long hair. Put some long hair and a bandana on him. Yeah, he can play Hunter. He looks like Hunter. Right. Yeah, that's a good pick.
I can see that. All right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, hold on.
Okay.
Go.
Now, this is off the question, or it's off the topic of the Bad Batch. We have the Bad Batch, but we all know that. Oh damn! What the hell is his name? Who plays Mandalorian? My brain just
Pedro
fried.
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian, right? He's been Mandalorian for 3 seasons, but he seems like he's really, really busy and he's not too much into playing the Mandalorian no more. Now, we don't know if we're getting a movie or another TV series, and we don't know if we'll ever see his face again. But if we had to recast somebody to play the Mandalorian, who do you think, who would be a good casting for the Mandalorian, to recast the Mandalorian?
I actually support this because I feel like he's being so overcasted. Like, he's in fucking everything. And he's a great actor. Great for him.
I'm happy
but it's getting a little old. I'm going to be honest with you. When they cast him in Last of Us, I'm not a big fan of him as Joel even. So, yeah, I don't know.
I liked how good of the character he played in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, no, he's a great actor, bro.
Great actor.
Fucking, I remember watching him in fucking Narcos. I fucking loved him. I'm just like, he's being cast in literally everything. So I think it's okay to recast him for Mando, especially.
You say, okay, Star Wars team leader. Are you saying Dean Cain for Hunter? Or are you saying Dean Cain for recasting of Mandalorian? I need to clarify that because I don't think Dean Cain. I don't think Dean Cain would play.
He's like 57, isn't he? Yeah, he's kind of old.
But I mean, as the Mandalorian,
he's like fat now.
Is he fat now?
I mean,
Mando. Yeah,
I
think he would play good as Mando. I don't think he wouldn't play a good Hunter, but yeah, as Mando, yeah.
I can see it.
And what the hell? Well, some reason I think when I clicked off of the live stream, it ended the Instagram live stream for some reason. I don't know why. Because it just kind of is telling me that the live stream on. It's telling me that the Instagram live stream.
Yeah, because like Pedro Pascal is awesome. It's just like they've had to delay filming because he's so busy with so many other things. And I mean, they cast him in everything now. Didn't they just announce he's playing something else again?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's going to be in Gladiator 2. He's playing Reed Richards in Fantastic Four, which that's a fucking terrible cast. He looks nothing like Reed Richards. But
yeah, I'd get this dude right here to play Reed Richardson before I got him.
No, I don't know how you cast Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I'm sorry, that's the most wild cast I've ever seen.
Yeah, that doesn't make no sense to me whatsoever. Yeah, no, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Are you still sharing on Instagram? It looks like
No,
it's
it quit working. It said it quit working on here, so I don't know what happened.
All good.
They gonna miss the rest of the show. It's all right. Come over here and watch it on this eye, where it's easier. Shit, YouTube is just easier. It don't mess up. It's new. It's gonna take a while for them to get all the bugs fixed because it just said it stopped. It just basically it said on the thing. Basically, it says you're having trouble streaming to Instagram. If you've ended it on Instagram, then this is expected. If not, and this is continues. Try creating a new Instagram stream. I'm not doing all that. That's too much work. Because you got to paste in the damn key code or the whatever the thing is. There's a whole bunch of work that goes to it. I mean, it's not really that hard, but I'm not doing it. Focusing on this. So no, I just wanted. I can see Dean Cain playing it. Dean Cain he's a good actor. I mean, he did great in Superman and Lois.
Honestly, I don't think you don't even need a big name. You just literally keep the fucking helmet on and he's good.
Yeah.
Bro, Carl Urban could play Mando.
I'm just thinking, like, does he ever take his mask off again? He might not ever take his mask off again. So then it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But Carl Urban could even pull it off with the mask off.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him a little bit. I don't know. Because it's been floating around, I seen it on Reddit. They was talking about it on Reddit, and everybody's putting out all these different names. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on what you guys thought. Because it's definitely, like, I just don't see Pedro Pascal being, you know what I'm saying, around in the series that much more when he's doing all this other stuff. It's like, dude, Mando got you, like, super, super duper famous. I mean, you was already doing all right, but it's like Mando got him super famous. And now he's doing everything else. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't seem like they said he was only on set like 4 times the whole last season. And it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it was the stunt double that was in the suit the whole time. So,
yeah,
it's just, you know, like, if you had to recast him, I mean, and you could just get, I think, ain't it, John Wayne's, Brandon Wayne is the stunt double that's doing the stunt doubling for him in it, if I remember correctly. So, you could just leave him in there the whole time and just.
I think one of the funniest things is the fact that, like, when Mando first took his helmet off, so many fans were like, "Ew, what the fuck?" And now he's like being ranked as one of the best looking guys, best looking actors, and he's being cast into everything. That's what I think is so funny.
I don't know. They were talking about it on Reddit the other day, and I was just like going through all these different actors, and I'm like, dude, in my personal opinion, like, don't even hire nobody.
Yeah, bro.
Just give it to Brandon Wayne and let Brandon Wayne play the character.
Keep the mask on.
And keep the mask on. Like, you don't even need to take the mask off until he dies, and then it's a totally different character. That way, you can keep the character alive. Like, he didn't really die; it was another guy. You know, they love keeping characters alive. So
he dies. That's the end of the season. Then the next season they take the mask off. They take the mask off and be like, "Woo, he's not actually dead." Yeah,
it's not even him.
I can totally see that fucking happening.
You know, I just thought that, you know what I'm saying, that they could. I mean, and that's definitely something Disney would do, because you know how they love keeping characters alive. You know, you can get cut in half and thrown down shafts and everything else and just not die. And I can see that definitely happen. Okay. But that was just a question I wanted to ask everybody, see what everybody thought. So, what do we got for picks this week for the Walk of Fame?
Yes, new and nominees.
Yeah, nominees for the Hollywood Hall of Fame.
Star Wars Hall of Fame. All right.
I said Hollywood.
This one is mostly from TV shows.
I said Walk of Fame earlier, so.
I know. All right, first one. This is I feel like a lot of people know who she is, not because of her character, but because of what happened outside of the show. And it's going to be Cara Dune. Because she had hype around her, and I loved her. I'm sorry. She was a fucking great character.
Yeah, she was.
the casting for her, I know a lot of people don't like her, but she was good casting, bro.
That was
Gina
good casting.
Carano fit really well.
Yeah, that was a good casting for her.
She looked like, and it was like believable. Where it was like, that's a woman that could kick someone's ass. Like, she would kick my ass. Like, and she was still hot at the same time. Like, that's pretty. Yeah, I liked.
I would say, and that's kind of hard because she did do a lot on the show. She definitely did a lot on the show. She was a main character for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. It's crazy how they totally just like got rid of her. Like,
I mean, you just got to watch some of the things, which it's freaking crazy because of all the stuff that all these different actors are saying about Israel and Hamas and stuff now on Twitter and different social medias. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And Disney completely fired her over that. And it's just kind of crazy. But I think I'd have to say yes because I think you're right. She is pretty damn famous when it comes to the TV show. Plus, her out of Gina Carano, because of all the stuff that happened, because of that, made the character even way more famous. And she did have a significant role within the season, within the first 2 seasons. I mean, like she was like one of the main characters in the first 2 seasons. So I would have to say yes. She's definitely super famous now because of the controversy. And then as what she did on the show, she did do a lot on the show. So yeah, I would say
that's
I would
big.
have to say yes.
And that's big, dude, because like I don't know. But you also have to admit, like that first season of Mando was probably like the most famous star. Yeah, like it was huge. Everybody was watching it.
Yeah, like people that didn't even like Star Wars was coming up to me like, "Oh man, have you watched Mando?" Yeah,
that's true. That's
so I think,
by far that like more people watch that first season of Mando than I think any other Star Wars TV show.
I think any other Star Wars period. Just because, and plus they promoted it during the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people went because they watched the Super Bowl. They was promoting the shit out of it when it first came out, and I think a lot of people watched it. And really, it was like something totally. It was Star Wars, but it was something totally different than Star Wars. It was the first Disney like live production of like Star Wars stuff. It was like really known. A lot of people, like I had a lot of people that like don't know shit about Star Wars, like never even watched the movies, but know about Mandalorian. They know, I mean, Mandalorian shirts was everywhere. Baby Yoda was just freaking everywhere. Like fame-wise, Baby Yoda is like super famous. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the cast within there is super famous because, and most of the characters on there did a lot. And
they should bring her back. They should bring her back.
Yeah, I think they should.
Just admit you were wrong. Just let's get her back.
This is my thing. I don't think your job, it's like jobs nowadays. They're checking people's credit scores, and I don't think none of that. Your personal life should have nothing to do with your job. Are you going to come to your job, and are you going to perform your job? That's what I want to know. Like if I'm doing interviews with somebody, how long was you at your last job? A month? No, you can't work here because you're not going to stick around. If I'm looking at your job history, that's all I should know. Your job history and your, you know what I'm saying? They're like looking at people's credit checks and doing social media profiles. Like, what's your personal opinion and what you do outside of the job is none of the job's business. That's how I feel.
Right.
So, but that's just my personal opinion. You know, jobs think of things differently. But yeah, no. If I'm hiring somebody, I'm looking at your job history. That's what I want to know. Are you going to be a reliable employee? You know what I'm saying? What did you get fired for? You know what I'm saying? Did you get fired for robbing everybody? Then no, I don't want you working for me. But are you a good worker? You worked at your last job for a year.
You get fired for disagreeing with your company.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is, like, I don't care about your personal opinions, if you're racist or none of that shit. Are you going to come in and do the job, or are you going to work with the people I tell you to work with no matter what?
I don't know. I don't know if I want, like, flat-out racists working for me. Because then if they're racist on their job, that's probably not a good thing for your company.
But most people leave that shit. If you really look, most people leave their fucking personal lives at home when they come to work. You know what I'm saying? So what you do on your personal time is your fucking business. I don't care. It's just the only thing I care about. Are you going to come to work every day, and are you going to do your job? If you're gonna do those things, then that's what I care about. So I don't think her personal opinion, and which is stupid anyway, because I don't even think that's her personal opinion. I think she was just re-quoting some shit, and she said, you know what I'm saying, Republicans are like the Jews or something like that, or whatever the hell she said. And it's like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? She played the part, she did a good job, and what her personal opinion is about certain shit. That's her opinion. That's her political opinion. Or like the Holocaust, like the Jews in the Holocaust, or whatever the hell she said. It was stupid. But I don't think she should have lost her job for that. That's her personal opinion. It has nothing to do with her work performance. And she was a great actor and she played a great part. I do think as a public appearance person, somebody that's in the public, you should probably keep your freaking personal opinion to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because
my thing is, like, why do we put so much weight on fucking celebrities and their opinions on politics? These people haven't had to work a day in their life. They're fucking actors, bro. Like,
well, being an actor is hard.
Yeah, it's hard work, but like they're not getting 9 to 5 like people who are like grinding every day. Money. They don't know what it's like to like. At least these high level actors don't know like the struggle like a lot of people go through every day. Like there are some actors, granted, who aren't like.
But she's not just an actor. I mean, you got to remember she was a UFC fighter.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Or,
it's just like
she worked.
Why do we care what these people think in politics at all?
Well, it's because you got to think about it. When you become an actor or athlete, you got a lot of young people to look up to. And the things that you say impact young people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can.
And I get that.
Somebody that has a lot of people looking up to them, and so you should just keep your like personal opinions to yourself, which is kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't even really say that because we don't, and I mean we have, 1,500.
But that's what a podcast is. Like a podcast is sharing
your personal opinions.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
It stifles freedom of speech when you tell people, but there's just certain things that I don't think you should.
Who cares what the fuck I think? If listeners disagree with me, who the fuck am I? Why should my opinion matter?
Yeah, but an actor, you got a lot of people that look up to them. You know what I'm saying? You get Michael Jordan. I'll get Michael Jordan on national TV talking about gay kids go smoke crack, and then half the fucking kids in the United States are all crackheads now. That's probably bad because they're gonna do it because Michael Jordan said so because he's a superstar.
Don't smoke crack.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why do fucking people do dumb shit that Kanye West says? You know what I'm saying? Kids do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kanye West is doing this. I mean, look at just the music industry. Like, dude, how many fucking people are on freaking drugs because they're taking all kind of stupid ass drugs because somebody in the music industry talks about doing cocaine or fentanyl or whatever, and then these kids go out and do it. Or in the rap game, you got people back in the day. It was a big thing about going out and shooting people because rappers talk about doing it. And they ain't never shot nobody because they'd be in prison. You know. You can't get away with crimes nowadays. It's almost impossible to get away with crimes. But you hear some rapper do it, and then these kids go out here and do that shit. And look at how many of the young women are trying to be like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and them. You know what I'm saying? And going out here and just sleeping with everybody because that's what Cardi B and them talk about and Nicki Minaj and them talk about. There's big influences on, with superstardom. When you're a superstar, kids look up to you, and there's certain things that, you know what I'm saying, you really shouldn't talk about because we see the impact on the young people because of this. But at the same time, then you're stifling freedom of speech. And freedom of speech says you should be able to say what you want to say. So it's kind of like a conundrum of fucking oxymorons, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever you want to say, but don't say this because you're impacting children or you're impacting young people or you're I don't know. It's just kind of it's a hard topic to talk about, but I don't think that she should have got fired for what she said. I didn't think it was that bad. I'm like, okay, you're referring to Republicans as the Holocaust and the Jews, or Democrats or whatever she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think.
And it got taken so out of context. Like the way it got like exploded and like everybody was talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It just. That's the big deal right there. And the other big deal why she get fired because she had been warned about doing it because she had already done something like that before, and Disney had already warned her, and then she just went out there and did it again. Like if your job tells you, hey, you know, tone that down. You might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? We have a reputation to behold. You are an employee. You need to, you know what I'm saying? It's like a McDonald's person, you know, working in McDonald's and just saying outlandish shit to the customers. You know, they're going to get talked to, and then if they do it again, they're going to get let go. So that's what happened. But as her being part of the Star Wars Hall of Fame, I think she should get in.
All right. So that's yes for Cara Dune. Next up, we got another woman from Mando, Bo-Katan.
Yes.
Why?
Because she was in.
She was in more than Cara Dune.
She was in the Clone Wars. She was in Rebels. She was in Mando. I mean, that's 3 places she's been. Everybody knows who she is. And
you think so?
Yeah, a lot of people know who she is. And she did a lot of shit. So I would say yes.
All right. Well, we'll give her a yes. I'm still kind of in the middle. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, okay. If you're going to just say no, we'll let the chat figure it out. Do y'all think that she should be in?
Yeah, what does the chat think about Bo-Katan? Because, like, she's been in more stuff than Cara Dune, but like I said, Cara Dune had more people watched season 1 of Mando than, like, anything else. And there was a lot of, like, talk about Gina Carano. So that's why I think, like, she's got a little bit more fame. But Bo-Katan, like, the character probably did more than Cara Dune.
She's been in more books. She was in the Clone Wars. She was in Rebels.
So I don't know if it's just because I'm not a big fan of the character that I'm saying that. So I should probably say yes, just because, like, I'm just being biased. So I'll probably say yes.
And, you know, yeah, J-Dog says yes, too.
Yeah, so. I'm not a big... It's probably because I'm just not a big fan of Bo-Katan. She's never been
not
like
all that, but a lot of people know who she is. A lot of people cosplay her.
That's true.
And then, you know... And she did a lot on the show, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and she's been in multiple shows. So and she was like a main character in multiple shows, you know, like not the main character, but a definitely high-end secondary character within the thing that I think she makes it.
All right. So that's a yes for Bo-Katan. Next up, we got Saw Gerrera, who we talked about earlier today.
He's been in multiple shows.
He's been in a lot. I'm leaning towards no.
I think people know the character more because Forrest Whitaker played the character within Star Wars.
Right.
You know, if you went up to somebody, you know who Saw Gerrera is, they're going to be like, who's Saw Gerrera? Even if they're a Star Wars fan that's not like they only watch the movies, they're going to be like, who is Saw Gerrera? And you'd be like, the dude that Forrest Whitaker played, oh, yeah, I know who he is. But I don't think they know him because of him. I think they know him because more of Forrest Whitaker played the character in Rogue One.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker's character in Star Wars.
Yeah, I think it would be more that way. I love Saw Gerrera just in everything that he's been in.
I like Saw Gerrera.
You know,
I just feel like most of his, like, whenever he does show up, he's always just kind of like a random side character.
Yeah, I don't think I would have to say no on Saw Gerrera. I just don't think that he has the... I think people more know him because it's kind of like Mace Windu. You know what I'm saying? Mace Windu is known because Samuel Jackson played Mace Windu. You know what I'm saying? Not...
Bro, Mace Windu deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. We need to go back to some of these and revisit because we said no to fucking Mace Windu.
But I think Saw Gerrera is the same thing. I think it's the actor that played the character that made the character famous, not so much the character. Because Mace Windu didn't really have that much of a role.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Saw Gerrera didn't have that much
Cara Dune, Mace Windu deserves it over
Yeah, but
Cara
you got to
Dune.
think Cara Dune did a lot of stuff, and she's more famous because of the first season of Mando. Everybody watched the first season of Mando. Like, there was so many... That shit blew up. It was huge. And it was something totally new. So it got a lot of people are Star Wars fans now because of The Mandalorian. Like a lot of people wasn't watching fucking Star Wars shit before The Mandalorian. Like the average person didn't know shit about Star Wars. Then they watched The Mandalorian, and then oh my God, now we got to watch Book of Boba Fett. Now I got to go back and watch all the movies. And I got to watch all these animated series. And you hear that a lot that because of Mando. Like Mando literally re-sparked Star Wars within the entertainment industry. Like Star Wars was always there, but it was more to the Star Wars fan. It wasn't attracting a lot of new fans. You know what I'm saying?
Mando was one that like attracted.
Yeah, it attracted a lot of new fans. So a lot of the characters within Mando are big because of the Mandalorian. Now, did they do anything in the Mandalorian? Not everybody did stuff, but Cara Dune actually had a pretty major role in that series. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just don't think Saw Gerrera would make the cut. I think people know his character because Forrest Whitaker played the character, and Forrest Whitaker is a huge star.
All right, so Saw Gerrera, that's a no for him. Next up, we got Reva. Even though Disney tried to make it a yes, I say no.
I like the character Reva, and I want to say yes, and she had pretty much a whole series about her. But if you ask somebody, do you know who Reva from Star Wars is, from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and they have never seen the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, they would say no. I don't think that she is famous enough to be, and because even when the damn show is called Obi-Wan Kenobi, so you think of Obi-Wan Kenobi when you go to the show. You think of the character Obi-Wan Kenobi. You don't think of Reva, even though they based the whole show off of Reva. I think that if they do a Reva spinoff where they give more detail about her, I think definitely it would boost her fame. But I would have to say no. I don't think she has the fame to get in, because unless you've watched Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're not going to have no idea what the hell Reva is. And there's a lot of Star Wars fans that watched a couple of the episodes and never turned it back on again. They was like, this is crap.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this does have to do with like a lot of people have to like the characters for these characters to like gain traction to become like famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like not a lot of people really like liked her enough to care or like follow.
I don't know about that, but I because the whole show was based on her. It was basically her story that they called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, and I know, and I feel like that's part of the reason. I
don't think she had the. Well, I mean, and look at all. And I understand that there's just stupid people everywhere, but look at all like the racist comments she got. I think that gave her more fame than, and that was just Star Wars fan attacked this character. You know what I'm saying? That gave her more fame than her actual character fame. You know, it was more the controversy, but I still don't think that there's some Star Wars fans that wouldn't even watch the whole Kenobi and would be like, who's Reva again? The chick, the main character of the damn show. Oh,
I say no to her, but
yeah, I say no to her too. I don't think Reva makes it in.
All right, and then the last nominee for today is Black Chrysanthemum.
No.
He made quite a splash when he was in there. Like people were pretty pumped, but like I said, it was just
Star Wars fans. It was pumped.
It was like Star Wars fans. It was isolated. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Black Chrysanthemum makes it in.
Plus, the fact that we argued about Chewie, and Chewie barely got in means Black Chrysanthemum definitely can't get in.
Black Chrysanthemum,
we would have outrage.
Black Chrysanthemum doesn't make it in.
All right, so that means today our two new inductees are Cara Dune and Bo-Katan. Welcome, ladies.
I think that's good.
All right, should we get into news?
Shit, do you have any news?
Yeah, dude, I want to talk about that Adam Driver thing.
Okay. Go to news and rumors then.
This is Alton Castle for the only news you need, the HoloNet News.
Okay, and the reason I want to bring this up is because I want to hear what would you have liked this to happen? Would that have been better? we don't necessarily have to criticize the sequels. We've done that a lot. I just want to see, like, do you think it would make it better? But Adam Driver, basically in the interview, talked about how the Star Wars, like Kylo Ren's story arc kind of got overhauled and how he was supposed to be like the opposite of Vader. How at the beginning he was conflicted and at the end he's like strong, solid dark side. And how instead they went from him being conflicted to him being who knows what to him being Ben Solo and being saved by some fucking stupid Disney kiss. So, do you think it would have been better? Do you like that they changed it, that they just retconned it, changed everything last minute? Or
well, then they changed it because what's his name? The director of the freaking The Last Jedi kind of
no. So according to Adam Driver, The Last Jedi wasn't doing that. He said it was more Rian Johnson that changed his mind at the end. Because he said The Last Jedi, it could have gone either way. Because The Last Jedi, yeah, he turned against Snoke, but he was still
Rian
pretty
Johnson
evil.
is the one that directed The Last Jedi. J.J. Abrams directed the
So he's talking about J.J. Abrams is what I mean.
Oh. I
But
would have much
Disney
rather...
was kind of the one that wanted to change it.
I would have been... Like, honestly, I think it would have been much better if Rey fought Kylo at the end of The Last Jedi or at the end of The Rise of Skywalker
And gotten rid of Palpatine.
Instead of freaking fighting, if she would have fought Kylo Ren instead of fighting Palpatine. They just didn't do the Palpatine fucking thing. Cause I just think the Palpatine thing was stupid. Like you had a bad guy. You had a bad guy. I would have much rather seen Snoke make it to the end and been like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
And somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, then Palpatine returned. Instead of them killing off Snoke in The Last Jedi, I would have rather seen Snoke making it all the way to the end, got more of a story from Snoke, and then her, or even like Leia fighting freaking Snoke. That would have been awesome as shit. Leia fighting fucking Snoke and fucking Rey fighting Kylo.
No chance.
That shit would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? Like Leia beat fucking Luke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I just don't see like Carrie
that would have
Fisher
been that would have been a way better story than what we got. It would have been.
Yeah,
that would have been a way better story.
Anything would have been a better story. I'm just saying, like, I mean, the fact that they had this plan of Kylo Ren starting off conflicted and then becoming like solid dark side by the last episode, I think that would have been better than him being conflicted, than not being conflicted, then all of a sudden he gets a kiss from a girl.
They were just playing
Force dyad was fucking dumb.
They were just playing the story arc of Anakin Skywalker with, you know what I'm saying, as Vader with, because, you know, he was conflicted, went full dark side, and then went back to the light. Basically the same thing with Kylo. Starts off, you know, he's like, oh, he's in between, kills Han, goes up, he's full dark side, you know, kills his mom, thinks he kills his mom. Then, you know what I'm saying, goes back, well, actually, the other people blew up the thing, he didn't even do it, but he thought his mom was dead. He basically took out Snoke, full dark side, and then, but still a little conflicted, still got that, because he's in love with Rey. And then goes back to the good side. You know, that was basically the Darth Vader arc. They just did it. They just changed it up a little bit. Same thing though. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I'm not one of them people that mind a person just being evil. You know what I'm saying? Or being a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like some bad guys should just be bad guys. You don't need to make them come to the light. You know what I'm saying? But that's a Disney trope. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Disney bad guys, you know, turn into good guys. So, or turn into, you know what I'm saying, they get back good, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. So I don't so much care for, I don't like the storyline that it is, and I think that they could have done a way better job than that. But, I mean, I would much rather seen him just stay a bad guy. Like, just be a bad guy. Just go full dark side and try to massacre the thing and Rey kill your ass at the end. That would have been a way better story. And after he killed Han Solo, I wanted him to die anyway. Like, you can't kill one of my favorite characters, you asshole. And he's your dad, you prick. You know, so I just don't know how you can kill your dad and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Kill your dad and your mom and then come back. You're evil as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the epitome of evil. You're already full dark side. You know what I'm saying? You stabbed your dad in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? That's some pure evil shit. You should be in prison. So honestly, I think they should have just. I don't think they should have changed it into what they changed it into. I mean, basically, the sequel trilogy, in all reality, is just mimicking the original trilogy. That's all they did. They just mimicked the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it just like, you didn't need you needed a new story. You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna come out with all new characters, you know, majority of new characters, make a new story. You know what I'm saying? Like, really make a new story. Don't just try to remake what already works. Because they did that for profit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do what already works. We already know this. Put Luke as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Do this, and we'll make a lot of money. And that's what it was about. And it wasn't about creating a new story. Because which is smart marketing. I mean, it's smart because, you know, they made a shit ton of money off the sequel trilogy, but it's not just about making money. You know what I'm saying? It's about keeping fans. Because us fans is what, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the fans that I watch everything Star Wars because I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, I will too. Lately I'm starting to change that. I was gonna watch it regardless. You know what I mean? A lot of us were, but now I'm starting to realize, like, all right, like, not every Star Wars is that good anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's just, and it's
but
hard,
I mean,
but you watch it because you don't know.
Yeah,
and with them being about 50-50 right now on what Disney has produced, it's like you don't know. You're like really stuck because, like, is this going to be any good? Am I going to waste $20 or $100 to go to the movie?
If we weren't doing the
this?
podcast, would you have finished some of the Disney stuff that they've made?
I would have finished all of it because I'm just a Star Wars fan. I'm going to finish it. I might not ever watch it again. And I might watch it again just to see if I like it. You know, like, sometimes my mind changes. Like, the Book of Boba Fett was, like, just utterly fucking terrible the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, it wasn't as bad. Third time I watched it, I was like, it didn't get any better, so I haven't watched it again. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's not getting any better. Like, I like the graphics and I like the stuff. The story was just not good. So, you know, but there's things that I enjoyed about it. Like, the CGI was amazing. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that I can show appreciation to, but at the same time, it's not something that I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it again. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I watched it one time. The Kenobi series, I watched it one time because I can't get over the camera shake. It makes me sick to watch it. Like, why would you do that? Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, and I don't know who thought that was a good idea. And I don't like the storyline, you know what I'm saying? But I watched the whole season, but I just haven't watched it again because I don't like the way that the story went. It was about Reva. It wasn't about things. We know that Leia never met Kenobi before that. They just changed too much stuff, and it was nowhere close to being Star Wars to me. I don't even consider it a part of Star Wars because it doesn't make no sense. But everything else I watched more than once. Even the sequel trilogy I watched multiple times. It's on TV. There ain't nothing else on TV. Or shit, there might be something else on TV that I want to watch, but most of the time I will watch Star Wars over anything else. Except for the Kenobi series. And I mean, and that's even like Solo. That's what, I mean, when I first seen Solo, I couldn't stand Solo. I was like, this is the worst movie ever. But then I watched it a few more times. I was like, hey, this is actually
I liked Solo. Solo was one of the few that the more I watched it, it got better.
Yeah, it got better the more I watched it. I found, it's one of those movies too, you can see a lot of the things that really come through. So, I mean, like, it just depends. I mean, it all depends on, you know. But they come out with a movie, everybody in the world can tell me it sucks, and I'll still go watch it. I'm still gonna go see it. I want to judge it for myself, because I mean, how many people hated the prequel trilogy when it came out? And I think the prequel trilogy is like the best Star Wars ever. and everybody hated it. So many people talk so much crap about the prequel trilogy, and the prequel trilogy is like my favorite. So I judge things on my own merit. That's why I tell people all the time, don't take my opinions on things. It's just my opinion. If you like Kenobi and you think Kenobi is the greatest thing ever, that's your right as a Star Wars fan. That's why we have all this content. We have so much content, you can choose what to like and not to like. But I think that they should have kept it where just Kylo Ren was just straight dark side. You know what I'm saying?
I think that would have been better. I didn't like the whole Force dyad weird thing.
The Force dyad didn't even bother me that bad. What bothered me is when Palpatine's back. Like, again, really? Like, geez, you guys had a great bad guy in Snoke because we knew nothing about him. He was very intriguing. We didn't know who shit. Everybody's trying to figure out who the hell Snoke was. Then you're going to tell me he's some half-ass clone of fucking Palpatine? You know what I'm saying? It was like retarded and shit and not right. And it was Palpatine was controlling him the whole time. And you know what I'm saying? To me, that shit is it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I just didn't like it. Like, I would have rather had, like, that would have been dope as hell to me if you had, like, Leia fighting Snoke and Leia's just super powerful and, you know what I'm saying? And Kylo fighting Rey and Rey wins and then, you know what I'm saying? When Rey beats Kylo, Leia takes down her guard and Snoke takes her out and then Rey takes out Snoke and she's the last Skywalker. Done. You know what I'm saying? Or however. You know what I'm saying? That would have been way better than bring Palpatine back. You know what I'm saying? And it would have been cool as shit to see Leia being like an actual Jedi, like doing some real Jedi shit. Because she's teaching Rey, but we don't ever see her do anything with the Force other than fly back into a ship that they blew up that was stupid as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that.
Golly. It's just, yeah.
I think there's a lot of things. I mean, I could literally name off a million things that I would have done differently, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't it wasn't my job to do it. So, you know, I have to give it to where it is what it is. But I would have much rather seen like Kylo stay dark. I think that would have been a better.
I think it would have made a more compelling story. I also think because he's like, you could have also explained like him becoming the bad guy. Because like earlier, he's like, Rey's keeping up with him, right? Which Rey should never be able to keep up with him in that first sequel. But like, you could at least explain it where like now that he's fully committed to the dark side, he's more powerful because he's fully into the dark side. He's not timid anymore. He's like using the anger, using all the hate, so he's more powerful now. To make it more like scary, I don't know. I think it would have been better.
I mean, it would have gave it would have definitely gave his character a better arc. It definitely would have.
Yeah.
It would have definitely made his character more scary. Then he would be more memorable because, like, when you think about Star Wars, like bad guys, you don't think of freaking Kylo Ren.
Not even at all.
It just doesn't. Like, you think of Palpatine, you think of, you know,
Vader, Maul,
Maul,
like all these scary bad guys, and Kylo Ren was literally like just not.
I mean, I think about General Grievous over Kylo Ren, you know.
All right, that was all the news. I just wanted to talk about that because that was like.
And most of the stuff was about that, and then there was some stuff about Hayden Christensen talking
being
about
happy
and wanting to come back. Bunch of Natalie Portman stuff. Like I've been saying, she's definitely gonna be back in some form.
Something's. Well, the fact that now they're talking about Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman, there's got to be some like flashbacks with both. Yeah,
there got to be something happening with both of them, and she's been in the news like every day. Something that has to do with Natalie Portman. The other thing that I seen in the news and it really doesn't have anything to do with Star Wars is Rebel Moon. I guess a bunch of people said this shit was just terrible, which I haven't watched it yet. So
really? When did it came out already?
I think so. I didn't think it came out, but it's Rebel Moon reviews Zack Snyder's new space fiction, The Destructive, Rebel Moon. Is he Greek?
December 15th. Wow, it came out yesterday.
Knockoff. Rebel
it came out yesterday.
Part 1, the Child of a Fire review. It's a trap. you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot talking about Rebel Moon just being not good.
All right, we should
But
talk
that-
about it
but-
next
but-
week.
But could that also be just because it's a Star Wars knockoff and like people, this was supposed to be a Star Wars movie at one point. He wrote this and drafted this to go to and gave it to Disney. So of course it's going to be a Star Wars knockoff. Like we all kind of knew that. So I don't get why people are putting it down.
Right. It's supposed to release on Netflix on the 22nd. Should we talk about it next weekend?
We can.
Or do you want to do a Christmas?
We can talk about it during the thing. We can watch it and talk about it.
Cool.
I'll watch
I'm
it.
just figuring we could give a review on it because it's releases on Netflix on the 22nd. It's in theaters right now for a week, and then it releases on Netflix on the 22nd. Is what it said.
I'm not going to the movies to see it.
No, I probably won't.
I mean, I like Zack Snyder, so you know what I'm saying. He's done some great stuff, but I'm going into like when I first seen it, I was like, I'm going into this over mine. I know it was pitched to Disney as a Star Wars film. They told him no, and he had to change certain things of the storyline so it wouldn't be Star Wars because he couldn't make it exactly like Star Wars because then he'd get sued. You know what I'm saying? So he had to change it. But you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about seeing it, but at the same time, we have to see. Okay, ready for the
quiz?
the quiz?
Yeah, let's do it.
Stop right there, you rebel scum. Prepare yourself for the Star Wars Impossible quiz. Blast them.
Okay, so this week's quiz is going to be a little bit different. And the way it's going to be different, this is all quotes that were made by other people, by Star Wars characters from the movie. Okay. Now, to make it harder, you have to tell me, like, so when I ask who said this and I give the quote, you have to tell me, was it like young, old, general, admiral at the time that they were when they said the quote?
Gotcha.
Okay, you can't just be like, oh, that was said by Vader. You know what I'm saying? Okay, was he Darth Vader, or was it said by Anakin Skywalker when he first became Darth Vader, or was it said by, you know what I'm saying, Vader right before he died? You know what I'm saying? You gotta give me the time period that he said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, was he Admiral? Was he was it Rex before he became Captain Rex, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, however the thing is. Okay. Who said those Tuskens walk like men, but they are vicious, mindless monsters?
Obi-Wan in episode 4.
No.
Oh, idiot! It's Owen. It's Owen Lars in episode 2.
Yep.
God damn it! I'm sorry. That was stupid. I knew that. The monsters. I remember how he says it too.
Okay. Who said, I am a droid, I am always right?
Can I answer, or am I waiting for the chat?
I think you should get a chat at least
All right, I'll give the chat, but that sounds like a specific droid.
I actually thought, and I was going to talk to you about this, but we got to talk about other shit, and I forgot to tell you. I was going to tell you all the answers and then let you give out hints to the chat and see who could get it first in the chat. That's how I was really going to do it, but then I forgot to bring it up when we was talking before the show. So I was like, damn. Star Wars team leader said, oh, that shit was like a freaking hour ago or 30 minutes ago.
I know.
I'm sorry, Star Wars team leader. You
Chat's
said later
dead
on,
today.
I headed out to the toy drive as Scout Trooper with Santa. So he's
Chat's
out giving
dead
away
today.
toy. Yeah. Go ahead and answer it.
To me, it sounds like Lando's droid in Solo.
What was her name?
I don't know what her name is. I can't remember. I got L337 or something.
Nope, it was not. It actually comes from
K2SO?
No.
Dang, that's a tough one.
It's TX-20.
Who the flip is TX-20?
TX-20 was the tactical droid that was sent to the planet Ryloth, part of the techno unit.
Animated.
Yeah, there's some animated stuff in here. It's
Go.
not all
There
TV.
you go. That's what
Okay.
screwed me up.
Who said droids are not good or bad? They are neutral reflections of whoever imprinted them.
Fuck. Yo, that's a tough one. Dude, I have no clue. That's actually a tough one. It sounds like it'd be like I don't think it'd be in the movies.
Nope.
That's to me it sounds like a TV show. To me it sounds like it would be in Mando. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's in Mando. Okay, good.
So who said it?
Is it one of the guys that worked on IG-88 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's cute. It's cool. Whatever the
They like I have spoken. That guy.
When he rebuilt the IG-88 droid or whatever.
Yeah,
it was,
I have spoken.
He said because Mando asked him like, "What are you doing rebuilding this?" He was like, "It's not the droid's fault. It's whoever programmed them." Or he said that.
Gotcha.
That basically that's what he said. Who said, "This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it."
I want to say Tarkin episode 4.
Nope.
Damn. Station is now or is it that white guy who gets choked?
Does he get choked? I can't remember if he gets choked. It's Admiral Mati.
Hold on. Well, I gotta look up a picture of this guy.
It might be the one that got choked. Sounds like something Tarkin would say, but actually what Tarkin said was different. It was when they were all sitting at the table, so it was in episode 4.
Yeah, he gets choked later. Yeah. Where Vader starts choking him, and he's like, he's one of the first like Imperials that gets choked. He's like,
okay, who said clones can think creatively? You will find that they are immensely superior to droids.
Some Nama Sue or whatever her name is in episode 2.
Yeah, but what was she?
But was she?
Yeah.
She's not the prime minister. I don't know. She's like, I am Nama Sue.
It's Lama Sue.
Lama Sue? Lama Sue, really?
And she was the director of...
Wait, Lama Sue? Lama Sue was the...
Prime
No,
Minister
he
Lama
was the prime minister.
That's who was walking...
Oh, so it was the prime minister. It's the dude.
Yeah, Prime Minister Lama Sue.
Oh, I thought it was the girl. I knew it was one of the fucking weird Geonosians. Or not Geonosians. Kaminoans, or however you say that shit.
Kaminoans. Who said, I submit to no one, I choose them?
I submit to no one. I choose them. George Washington. I submit to no one. Revolution. I don't know.
General Grievous.
Really? And when? And
In
was
Clone
it?
Wars.
Okay.
Who
That makes
said,
sense.
the Sith rely on their passions for their strength. They think inward, only about themselves.
Anakin Skywalker. Hold on. In episode 3.
Yep. Who said, your feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side?
Sounds like a Dooku thing.
No.
That sounds like fucking Dooku, bro.
Nope.
Oh, damn. All right. Maybe Palpatine episode 6?
What was he at that point?
Emperor Palpatine.
Nope.
What was he? Darth Sidious or whatever? Emperor Darth Sidious?
The Supreme Chancellor Palpatine then.
In episode 6?
He hadn't, yes, in episode 6, but he hadn't announced that he was changing it to an empire yet. That happened after that.
Are you talking about episode 6 or episode 3?
No, episode 3.
Oh,
In episode
okay.
3 when he says it.
Oh, I thought he said, sorry. I said episode 6 because I
Oh,
was thinking episode
okay.
6. And I was like, I'm pretty sure he was Emperor. Okay,
Yeah,
no.
Supreme
So I was
Chancellor
wrong. I
Palpatine
was in the
said
wrong
it.
episode.
Supreme Chancellor Palpatine said it, and he said it when they walked in to arrest him. He was
Gotcha.
only the Supreme
Okay.
Chancellor then. Who said the Jedi are dead, but there's another path, the dark side.
The Jedi.
The Jedi are dead, but there is another path, the dark side.
I don't know why I'm stuck on this, but I think it's fetch. In Ahsoka, Balin.
Nope.
Damn. That was worth the shot. The Jedi are all dead, but there's another path, the dark side.
The Jedi are dead, but there's another path, the dark side.
Is it like an Inquisitor or something?
Yep.
In Rebels? Grand Inquisitor?
It was in Kenobi.
Oh, yeah.
The Grand Inquisitor said it in Kenobi.
There you go. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Who said, don't tell me what things look like, tell me what they are?
Sounds like a Yoda shit to say.
Yeah, but it would be all crooked if it was Yoda.
Yeah, I know. Tell me what things look like. Do not what they are. Tell me. It'd be so. Oh fuck! It'd be all fucked up. Don't tell me what things look like. Tell me what they are. I don't know, dude. That's a tough one. Is that a TV show?
Nope, it's in a movie.
It's in a movie?
Yep.
Luke Skywalker, The Last Jedi.
Nope.
Is it a sequel?
Yes.
That's why. Okay, that's why I'm having a hard time with it. I was like, if this was a prequel, I would get it. Even original, I'd feel confident. But this sounds like okay, sequel. And it's not Luke?
Nope.
Really? Yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel like
General
I've reached my
Leia
guess limit.
Organa said it to Rey.
In which episode?
Episode 9. Beginning of episode 9.
This is fun. I like this quote thing. This is fun. It's a good idea. Episode 9, huh? I guess we'll watch it and I'll find out tomorrow, huh?
Yep. Because that's where we're about to wrap up the show. Join us tomorrow for our viewing of episode 9, The Last Jedi, which ends the Star Wars saga this year. For the year, maybe we'll start it again next year, or maybe we'll do
watch
something
one
different.
every month, dude. That was nice.
Every month for an entire year, we watched an episode. So make sure you come on here for the pre-show so you get all the instructions on how to come over and watch it with us on the live show that we're going to be doing tomorrow. And it will be at the same time. So join us in between 11 and 11:30 whenever we get the pre-show started. And then we'll start the live show soonly, the live watch party of The Rise of Skywalker tomorrow, the 17th of December. Until then,
2023.
yeah, 2023. Until then, remember, may the force be with you and stay outrageous. Peace. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you've enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. LightSaber Radio is produced by PicFilm Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Garrison Turcotte, CJ Elliott, and Kyle McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.